All right, let's dive right into some Risk System here. This is an awesome bullet hell shoot 'em up adventure. Got some really great pixel art. I actually featured this game quite a while ago. It was included in one of the Itch.io charity bundles, and there's a quick little tutorial here that I scooped up over the years, but I saw that there was a physical copy on Switch, and I've been on a little bit of a kick of scooping those up lately, especially for like some of the smaller indie games, and I was just thinking, hey, you know what, they had included that in one of those charity bundles, so why not throw them a little love and scoop up a physical copy. I really loved what I played of this one. I never beat the game or anything, but I just really love, again, the pixel art, the music, just the presentation overall. I like the little bits of story elements at the beginning of each stage, kind of like this here. This is kind of like giving you a little bit of a tutorial as well, showing you like kind of the barrel roll techniques, and then you can kind of like, you know, got the traditional kind of graze mechanics from Bullet Hell. You know, I just feel like that's kind of a Bullet Hell classic mechanic. But yeah, things start off like it doesn't seem as hectic. Obviously, there's nothing going on right now, but the enemies start coming in like, you know, nothing too crazy, but you really have to kind of, yeah, just juggle your kind of risk reward of, because whenever you're close to enemy fire, not only does it power up your like kind of breaker, but it also just powers up your regular shot as well. And I also really like how the barrel roll, like the dodge roll button, is not just like a singular button. Like you have one for rolling downwards and one for rolling upwards. And then, yeah, you can see as I get close to these bullets here, my fire gets quite a bit stronger. And then when I fill up that B meter all the way on the bottom, which I should be able to do right here in just a second, I can use my barrier breaker and blow up stuff even in the background. And then anything that I kill while I'm grazing, or I think breaking, whatever it's called in this game. I'm sure they mentioned it in the tutorial, but then you see those like plus symbols dropping out. Those are bonus points if you're already at full health, or maybe, I'm sorry, maybe if you're at full health and at full like breaker status. Although that fills up just from grazing. So yeah, I think it if you're already at full health, it just gives you extra bonus points. But that's, again, just that risk reward system just inherently built into the game. I was just going to say, this is one of the better runs I've had as I take some damage. But now that I don't have my... And then you got to dodge roll also to avoid those kind of sniper shots from the background. They seem to throw that in almost every level. We can use a blitz breaker right off the bat. I don't even think it's called a blitz breaker. I gotta actually read what it says. Maybe it is. But again, just really love the presentation. Almost reminds me of like a Dreamcast game or something. Just something, it kind of feels of that era. But again, you just want to always be like thinking of like, okay, how can I juice up my ship and my power? And again, even just being close, like look at how much more powerful I am. A barrier breaker. Okay, so not blitz breaker. Blitz breaker is the name of another game that I really like. That was actually, I think, included in that same charity bundle. Oh man, that always feels like I'm never gonna dodge that, and for some reason I still am able to. Oh shit! I was just gonna say, gotta make sure you dodge that at like the last second. Didn't pull it off there. Man, I really need some health, and you really can't pick any up during a boss battle, I don't think. Thankfully, there is a nice checkpoint system, so if I do die here, I'm able to pick up from this boss, you know, right where I left off. Oh no! Oh, I definitely thought that was gonna kill me. Somehow got the dodge in there. By default, actually, the game like has like auto fire turned on, so you only really fire when you're lined up with enemies, but I find it a little more satisfying to hold down the button, and then I don't like end up, for some reason I hit the wrong button to barrel roll either up or down, because they again have those independent buttons, and if I'm not like holding down the fire button, I just get confused, but if I'm holding it down, it like keeps me in tune with the game controls. So I swap that to being able to hold it down, or, you know, turning the auto fire off. But yeah, just these little story bits that they throw in. It's not like sometimes a story, let's see, give me a B, give me an A, let's go, because there is like a story element as well, in the sense that you get, I don't know if it's just different endings or whatever, different things that happen throughout the campaign as you get better, but yeah, you can like replay stages for better rankings. I don't know if there's anything better than an A ranking. But yeah, I just love how it's like pretty much an arcade shoot 'em up, but at the same time it just adds like just enough of like a story element to the presentation to keep things a little more interesting. But yeah, you can retry for a higher rank, or we can move on to the next mission, which we'll do here. And yeah, I've only made it to the 3rd mission in this game. I think there's 6 stages from the best that I can tell. From like there's like a continue option once you make it to a another stage. Besides, at first I thought the game like glitched out there for a second, but you're just kind of flying into like a black cave there for a second. But yeah, it starts getting tricky here. Like you really have to start using your barrel rolling a ton and your barrier breaking like at the right time. Like on that first stage, you can kind of just use it to clear out some enemies and then clear out some of those enemies in the background. Dang it. Didn't mean to take that damage there, obviously. Never mean to take any damage, but that was just pathetic. I do feel like your regular gun is just like a little bit more powerful when you have your barrier breaker fully filled. But I'm not 100% sure about that. It doesn't mention it at any point in the tutorial or even in like the options menu. You can like kind of read about some of the gameplay stuff, but this is where it gets like real tricky. You have to like barrel roll up and down like just at the right second to kill them on time. There we go. Give me some health. Oh no, see like there. So you gotta watch out for those enemies in the background constantly. And here you want to get like closer. Oh shit. But it's like the enemies in the background, then the laser beams left and right. It's like I gotta fill up that barrier breaker. Holy shit. Just fill up the health. Definitely not gonna get an A on this one. Are we already at the boss now? The boss on this one's tricky. It's also like a one where you like kind of learn like, okay, on this boss I have to fill up my barrier breaker because you're also involved. Not only can you attack enemies while you're doing that, or with that barrier break, but you're also invulnerable to attacks during that time for a short, moment as well. Should have mentioned that earlier, probably. Ooh, does that snipe from the back take out the enemies as well? Definitely looked like it did. That'd be awesome if it does. Alright, let's go. Really love just like the ship design, the movement, like it feels like real weighty, like the ship. It takes a little getting used to. Oh shit. Blew that one. Yeah, when everything's like kind of blue like that, you're technically invincible. Oh shit. Yeah, you really gotta use those barrel rolls a little more to your advantage. Now here, I can't fully figure this out. I think I just have to stay down at the bottom of the screen there. And then here, it's like you gotta make sure you charge it up so you can go right through. Charge it up. Charges up so fast when you're on these big like laser beam attacks. Obviously, if you're just like collecting little pellet shots from the regular enemies, it takes a little bit longer. No! Damn it. First death. But yeah, I love how just quick it just picks up too, right where you left off. I wonder how that affects your ranking. Probably a ton, because yeah, it just brings me down to 0 points. So yeah, really the only way it looks like to carry your score over is to, kill the boss after defeating the level. But yeah, here I thought you had to be like behind these walls. I think you just have to be at the bottom here. So otherwise you take damage, best I can tell. Oh shit. There we go. Don't mind if I do. Shit. Yeah, I gotta use my barrel rolls a little bit more to my advantage here. Your fire rate also increases when you're rolling too, so it's like there's just so many elements to the risk and the reward in this game, which I feel like that's like the reason the game's called Risk System, but you never know. Could have another meaning behind it. But yeah, I just love that delicate balance. There we go.
I could stand it.
Sit down.
If I wasn't alone.
Sit down. God, this game is just so satisfying. It's gonna be like I'll take a C. I'll take a C. But I don't know what that sortie rating is all about. I don't know if it has anything to do with this 0 up at the top here. That quintuple 0. Ooh. Little interruption. again, like, sometimes these story bits in games, like, really kind of disrupt the action for me, but the way they present them here and just kind of keep them short and sweet, just really keeps me, like, invested in the game, where, like, a lot of times, like, a shoot 'em up, it's just like, okay, I'm dying, this game's too hard, there's no pull or incentive for me to keep trying to beat these stages. Where this game, and I just recently started playing Drainus, which I also have a physical copy of on Switch. Yeah, that actually is the game that kind of encouraged me to scoop this one up physically, because I was like, oh man, this one kind of had like not a similar flavor, but just has like really cool pixel art, really cool like added element to the campaign, or the story element, or whatever you want to call it. Music's like real quiet in this game. I have the game like fully maxed out on volume in every regard. Sound effects too, both in the settings and on the recording. That's one thing I noticed even on like playing on handheld on Switch, just because I know like typically how loud games are. There we go, back to full health there. Probably play till I die again here to keep it spoiler free for the video. I think, like, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but I think there's 6 stages. I think I said that earlier. Man, you really got to make sure you don't barrel roll in the opposite direction that you're moving, because otherwise it just basically keeps you in the same spot. Just gives you like a slight little tweak. These things are hard to hit. Let's just barrier break them all. Sit down. It's a shame that the music's a little quiet too, because I really like it a lot. Guess I could probably find another way to like boost it more on like the settings, but I'm not gonna go to all that trouble. Oh shit. Let's go. Dang it, almost filled it up. Yeah, every now and then I'm hearing like a cool little like frantic riff in the background of this track, and kind of bummed it's not a little more prominent. There we go. Oh shit, thought I was gonna thread that needle. There we go, don't mind if I do. Damn it. Don't mind if I do there either. Nice. Holy shit, this looks like chaos on the screen. It's like almost too visually busy, but like just right. Oh shit. And it really does feel like you're on like a super like, you know, hot lava planet or something right now, with the way like the pixels are like waving and fluttering in the background, like that heat wave.
As far as ability alone will take you.
Okay, let's see if I can take this boss down first try. Doubtful. I think this is the furthest I've ever made it. This does not look familiar to me. It vaguely does. Oh shit. No, this definitely looks a little familiar. Oh yeah, I forgot that I gotta fill up the meter. Oh my god. I really like the like kind of 3D effect of that laser beam. This game is nuts. Even just the little touches of like, okay, you don't have to watch the cutscene again each time. It just kind of gives you a little warning to get you prepared for the boss fight. But I just, yeah, really loving all the elements of this game. Just as much as I did before, I'm really glad I sprung for a physical copy on Switch, and just to get it on Switch in general, because I'm just way more prone to play a game on Switch than I am on my laptop, or really anywhere else for that matter. Shit. Just tends to be my go-to platform. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for the video. I'm gonna end up dying here any second now. Calling my shots. Yeah, keep it spoiler free. Play through about half of the game here, at least best that I can tell. Maybe there's an extra stage after that 6, but at least based on the checkpoint system or the continue system on the menu screen or title screen. Yeah, I'd say we're about halfway through here as I just take a laser beam to the face. Yeah, definitely recommend checking this game out wherever you can play it at. Again, Switch is just my platform of choice, but wherever you can enjoy this one, I definitely recommend it highly. Just awesome stuff on every front, but I'm just a broken record here per usual. And yeah, definitely just check out Risk System.